Morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Chantel's Combo Corner. It's your girl CB and my cup of coffee. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. Your girl is doing great. Because you know what I realize, y'all? Our tongue is powerful. So instead of saying, ooh, I'm tired, ooh, this, I'm great. It's a new day, it's a new start. Let's get busy. So if y'all been following me on my other social platforms, y'all know your girl has just been going through it lately socially. The world is really cutting up, and I be trying to stay in my own lane. I really do, right? But it really seems like these last couple weeks, y'all know me. I'm really sensitive when it comes to energies, when it comes to planets and transiting and retrogrades and all things spiritual and Mother Nature and stuff like that. I'm really in tune with it. So this last literally about 2 months, we've had a couple of retrogrades that were retrograding in certain houses of mine that had a bitch. Excuse my French, it had me fucked up. Um, and then we just had a lunar eclipse like 2 weeks ago or so. And when that lunar eclipse hit, it literally just made me very stagnant. I was unmotivated as shit. I really felt like, what's going on? Like, what is trying to work against me to where y'all don't mind my get up? When you get to a certain age, you just put on something to cover up your body and go on about the day. But anywho, oh shit, my camera getting ready to die. Y'all, hold on, let me talk about something real quick. I was gonna record last night, but my motherfucking remote wasn't working. Y'all, I just got it to work. I was like, it's okay, bitch. You here. And I'm recording, so that's all that matter. But anywho, like I was saying, I was unmotivated as shit. Y'all know me. I talk about, you guys, I'm trying to be more consistent. Consistency is key, and that's one key that a bitch is trying to get because I am just real. Y'all know this. When life's, I be like, y'all, I can't fucking do this shit. I can't. And I be feeling like I be letting people down because I'm all for positive energy, positive juju. Just be kind. Don't be a motherfucking asshole because everybody's life is hard. And it's like hurt people, right? But in this day and time, if you a hurt person trying to hurt people, you need to just stop because you might get. I'm seriously just fucking stop already, right? Baby, I just be feeling like it's important for me to spread my positivity. Like, you guys, be kind. I know grocery prices is up the fucking wazoo. Like, why does turkey meat cost $7.98? Why does bacon cost $12? Maybe I should just become a vegetarian. I tried before, but it's hard for you, girl. But you know, there's just a lot of shit going on. So I really do be trying to pop on with my incense. I got them burning back there right now, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm burning this morning. Hold on. Actually, let me pause so I can plug my camera up to the charger so I ain't got to worry about it dying. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I'm back, plugged up, charging. Let's get back to it. Okay. So anyway, like I was telling y'all, we just had a lunar eclipse and literally the energy gonna be quite heavy until I think the middle of October. Now, I do know we have, like I said, we have a solar eclipse that will be coming, I believe, on Sunday the 21st. It's in Virgo. And for me, thankfully, I really ain't got no houses or anything in Virgo, so I should be pretty much okay. But it's also a new moon. So If you guys are new here, y'all know I like to manifest. I love to meditate. I love to ground. I just do all things to make sure my mental is on the up and up. Again, because the world we live in today, you need to do all things that you can do for self care. Okay? If that means running around your house cussing, saying, oh, it's going to be a great motherfucking day today. You know why? Because it's going to be a great fucking day. Do that. Say that. Say that shit with your chest. You know what? I'd be running around here talking about, don't nobody better fuck with me today because I'm floating on high good energy. I don't need anything negative. It works. I also blow incense in every room of my home. From the living room to the kitchen to every room to the bathroom to the garage, everywhere. Okay? Spiritual hygiene is a must right now. Because, baby, when I tell you with everything going on in the world, people really just is acting real funny and real strange and real aggressive and hostile. And don't get me wrong, a bitch usually stay with Florida water on her, okay? Because I will spray you all up in your motherfucking mouth. You not coming over here with that bad juju. Come think about it. I need to find my sage roll on. I think it dropped behind my bed. I need to go find that. But anyway, your spiritual hygiene and keeping your energy protected, your house protected, all your stuff protected is a must right now. Because we are in a spiritual warfare, y'all. What that means is, y'all gonna see a lot of stuff talking about, oh, if you don't feel this way, you are not a Christian. If you do not feel that way, you do not believe in God. If you do not do this, you don't believe. Shut the fuck up. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way I can say it. Shut the fuck up. Because let me tell y'all something. If we really want to keep it funky, don't worry, y'all. We're going to go back to the solar eclipse. We're going back there because I need y'all to be ready. But this has to do with the energy. So a lot of people, it's just in their feelings that people are not mourning the loss of that boy. Again, I find it funny how y'all, let me not even say y'all, people, the ones who was mad at black folks for minding their business, how many times have y'all told us this doesn't concern y'all? This has nothing to do with y'all. Mind your own business. So now that our black asses is minding the business that pays us, right? Y'all mad. Because we not on here shedding tears and shit for that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. He believed in freedom of speech, right? Yeah. He lost his life doing what he believed. And I mean, like I said before this goes over any fuck's head, I never once said that young man deserved what happened to him. I would never say that shit. Because I'm on here speaking my truth, my opinion, and how I feel about shit. It's the First Amendment or Second or Third or Fourth or Fifth or 40th, whatever the fuck. I really don't fucking know which amendment it is. I really don't care. But what does bother me about that whole situation is that his wife and child or children, however many he has, had to see that shit. That I don't care who it is. Nobody deserves to have that happen to them like that. And the fact that, like I said, his wife and children or child had to witness that. And the fact that the more that even people like me continue to speak on this topic when it doesn't really need to be talked about this fucking much, all it does is keep this shit living and going for his family that's trying to fucking grieve. No? In all honesty, I wish everybody would stop talking about that boy. CK, I really wish y'all would. Let his soul rest. Let his family grieve, y'all. Seriously. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And to end all that, leave black people the fuck alone. Because you know what? I thought of an analogy for everybody. who was saying, oh, you should be mourning the loss of CK. Oh, you should be sad about that. Let me break it down to you. That's just like me telling a lot of you white motherfuckers. Now, my best friend is white. If you watching this, what's up, Chelsea? But y'all know I fuck with white people. So don't look, it ain't, I'm not even going like that. But what I'm saying is, that's like me going up to somebody and saying, you should like mustard. You know what? You should like mustard because I'm telling you, you should like mustard. And it's the best tasting condiment on the planet. Instead of liking mayonnaise because it stinks, you should like mustard because I'm telling you, you should like mustard. And the world likes mustard. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I don't know how else to put that. But anyway, I say this to say, when it comes to your spiritual hygiene and all these negative energies floating about, the shit is real. So if you feel like people got attitudes around you, it is because their lives are fucked. Now, what I've been doing, like I said, I carry my Florida water just about everywhere I go. I spray it on every part of my body that I need to. I even spray my air before I go. But when I'm at home and I be watching certain things, okay, or when I'm trying to record and I jump online and I see all the fuck shit going on, I try to protect my energy as best I can. So this morning, I knew I needed to record. And I knew I was going to jump on and see some shit. So, again, y'all know me and my Dollar Tree. You know I started burning my incense this morning. This morning, I burnt some jasmine, some sandalwood, and some frankincense. All of these are grounding and protection incense that ward off all negative energies, all that kind of stuff. Because, baby, there's a lot of evil walking. When I tell y'all I encountered, I believe they're called shapeshifters. I done learned a lot watching like Wednesday and what's that show? Stranger Things. People energy is just showing. And that day I went out to Rayleigh's and I did not have my Florida water because I was running. Y'all know when you a parent and you like, damn, I gotta feed these kids, I gotta hurry the fuck up. It was one of those moments. And when I tell you, baby, people was getting real close, like almost trying to shoulder check people without saying, excuse me. I let them know, bitch, I will fucking trip you on purpose. And then fucking help you up and tell you don't ever fucking do that shit again. Crazy work. So I'm just letting y'all know the energies is really fucking crazy. But I say all this to say, keeping up with your spiritual hygiene is a must. So, like I said, we do have a solar eclipse coming on Sunday the 21st. Along with that, it is a new moon. So, like I said, with new moons, those are times that I like to manifest. I like to set my intentions. Usually, a lot of my intentions is, being more, how do I want to say? Consistent, or just releasing things that, or tendencies that I have that no longer serve my highest good. Sorry, y'all, I was thirsty. Okay, so when it comes to manifesting, for this new moon, what you're gonna want to manifest is let me pull it up. So you're going to want to manifest anything that has to do with self-care, focusing on your routines, and really just focusing on your own personal growth and new beginnings. Usually I like to do a release ceremony too, which is I release anything that does not serve me. People, places, things, thoughts, all things of that nature. Again, like I said, this new moon and solar eclipse is in Virgo. Hang on, y'all. Hang on one second. Okay, y'all, sorry, I'm back. I had to make sure my child was awake. Again, like I said, life is lifing. So, with both of my daughters being on virtual, I have my senior who is doing her applications for college right now, getting all that ready, and my youngest is just hitting junior high, 7th grade. So, um, with me trying to stay on top of 7th grade work, which is not like 7th grade work I grew up with, y'all, I people just need to be kind because baby, we working motherfucking hard, okay? Because if I showed y'all some of these fucking equations that I'm trying to figure out and even my fucking Siri can't answer, there's a problem. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get back to the solar eclipse. So, solar eclipse, I'm just going to read you a couple of things when it comes to setting intentions this Sunday, the 21st, if you want to. Like I said, I always try to do this. I do watch the moon cycles. Um, for me, it's a lot easier to manifest things that I want during the wanting moon, because that was the moon cycle when I was born. So there are things, when you go through your birth chart, you kind of learn. I'm still learning, so work with me. But, I really wanted to start this channel just so you guys kind of knew how I get through things and how I'm able to ground myself without any type of alcohol, because that's really what I was doing. If you guys know, you know. I'm going on years sober. I literally stopped counting because I just don't drink. I really just don't. But anyway, so back to setting your intentions for this new moon. So focus on practical, achievable goals related to habits, routines, and personal well-being for the next 6 months. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you guys what my intentions or my habit, any of that stuff, but like I said, that's something that you want to do. Get your journal and just start writing it out. You're also going to make sure that you prioritize self-care. I am a huge stickler for that, whether that is 10-minute meditation, a 10-minute walk outside. If you have grass in your front lawn, whether that's going outside, stick your feet in the grass, hugging a tree, smelling the flowers. Do whatever it is you need to do to create a calming environment for your mind, body, and soul. That's always first. Find that time. And also just really relax. I think I'm going to fast on that new moon, just so I can make sure I'm ready for this next part of my life. One thing that happens with solar eclipses that I think a lot of people worry about is it does bring a lot of endings to things. However, it allows us to purge. So if you find yourself feeling a tad bit sick this week, today is Thursday, the 18th. So if you feel yourself coming down with a flu or stomach bug and you're vomiting and stuff like that, you're fine. You're fine. That is the eclipse literally purging and cleansing your body and soul for the new. So try not to worry too much about it. Do your best to hydrate, stay healthy, rest, recuperate. But just know if your body starts feeling a little wonky this weekend, you'll be all right. Again, if you're just feeling like I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, you're on the right path. If you are feeling like everything you see online is a social injustice and you want to be a crusader, you really want to use your voice right now, that's the norm. I really truly believe that I'm what they call a light worker. I do believe I'm learning something about Syrian, a star seed. I'm learning a lot about myself, and although I can come off a little hostile or aggressive or abrasive, however people want to categorize me, all I really want is for human kindness and oneness and love. And sometimes I can't say it politely. Sometimes I have to tell a motherfucker, stop being a motherfucking punk ass bitch and just be an angel, be kind, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? When you can do. So, yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to touch on today, y'all. Just keep your energy high. So, if I could tell y'all anything with these next maybe 3 to 4 days, Let's see. Light candles around your house, white candles, just for calming. Ground yourself, light your incense. Like I said, frankincense, patchouli, I believe it is, sandalwood, nag champra, rose, jasmine, any of those that you can find, light them. If you have camphor, light it. I have my camphor. If you have Florida water, bathe with it, mop your floors with it, do a foot soak. What I will be doing, I suggest you guys do it too to make sure your home is protected from any energies. Take boiling hot ass water, okay? Put a couple of capfuls of white vinegar in it, some sea salt. I put Florida water in mine too. I even put camphor. I put a whole bunch of stuff, okay? But what you're going to want to do is take a white rag, one that you can just dispose of when you're done. So what you're going to do, you're going to take that wash, and y'all just unplug some. Y'all hear it go boop, boop, boop. So you're going to take that wash, and you're literally going to wash your door, your front door, your back door. You're going to mop your house from back to front. You're going to have all your windows open while you're mopping, while you're lighting your incense, while you're just doing all of that, just to make sure your home and your energy is cleansed and protected during all of these times. So I say all this to say, be well, keep yourself protected, be kind, be loved, be one. Use your voice for good, not evil. Remember, when you can, do. Never think you're not doing something for others. Yeah, that's something I want to say. And have faith in yourself and believe in yourself. That's something I'm working on every day. So before I go, I do want to take a quick minute just to shout out my friends. Amanda, if you're watching this video, I love you and thank you so much for motivating me through this time where I've just been up and up. Also, Hazel, if you are watching this video, I love you, boo. Thank you again for being my rock during this time. You guys already know how you guys have helped me through this, so I appreciate y'all. And Dawn Marie, if you pop on this video, if you end up seeing this, I love you, and thank you for being in my corner as well. And for all of you who have hit my DMs on whether it be TikTok, IG, Facebook, text me, checked in on me, I just want you guys to know it doesn't go unnoticed, and your girl appreciates it from top to bottom, left to right. So I'm gonna hop off this bitch because I gotta put on my teacher wig. But thank you guys for coming and listening to another episode of Chantel's Convo Corner. Y'all see these motherfucking tears? Y'all got a bitch in her feelings. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Okay, y'all. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Chantel's Convo Corner. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my channel if you feel like anything I say resonates with you or somebody you might know. And again, just thank you guys for being my support system. And remember, be the change that you wish to see in this world, and be the energy and the light that you wish to receive. All right, so I'm going to go. Again, thank you guys for joining me for another quick episode of Chantel's Convo Corner. I love you guys. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Have a great week. Yee.